What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to another vid or another live. So hopefully a few people can jump on. Um, uh, we'll have a bit of a interesting live. So I will just see if I can bring this up. Do 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 do. I'm gonna copy the live and I'm gonna share it off to Facebook. So we're just gonna copy that and we're gonna come over here. Go to the page. Create a post. So we say I am live. Sounds weird hearing me say it again. Come join me. There we go. It's up on the page. So hopefully a few people come and joins. Now I can get rid of this one. All right. Woo. Hey, Julie's on. Hey, Christine, welcome. I don't know if Julie wants to jump on tonight, but if she does, I can always send her a thing and she can jump on. Welcome, guys. Everyone jumping on. Got a couple people on. Just posted it on the page. So, basically, thank you, Ralph, for sharing. Thumbs up for everyone. One of the reasons why I'm redoing this live is because it was the other night. It was the first time for me to actually use StreamYards, and I didn't realize that in the videos that I was sharing, you guys couldn't hear the sound. So I was very disappointed in myself after I did the live that I want to redo some of these videos and some other ones and just talk a bit more about what I was talking about the other night. And so you can hear and see the videos as well. And we can have a chat about it. Rowena, welcome. Jeff, welcome. Hey, Jeff, how are you, my friend? Lenny, hello. So we've got a couple of people on now. Like I said in the last live, I'm moving into doing scuba diving, so I'm going to start doing some. Kenneth, welcome. Lynn, welcome. I'm going to start. Marlon, welcome. I'm going to be doing some underwater photography and videography in the coming months. Victor, welcome. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting process. I went down to the dive center or dive shop today down in Brisbane to try on some of the stuff that I'm buying for diving. So I was really excited to try on the stuff, and I can't wait until next month for me to be able to get the whole thing going. Marlon Mabuti. All right. So one of the interesting things that I love seeing, thank you everyone for sharing this out. Thank you very much. Your support is amazing. Now, I'm going to share a screen in a sec on Julie. I'm on the store selling. Okay, well, Julie can't make the chat tonight. She's on the channel. She's watching the channel, but she's got a stall running that she's attending to. So yeah, it's all good. Now, I don't know how many people are going to jump on tonight, but I want to go through some of these videos and talk about them. And maybe even one of the videos, I think it's about 8 minutes long. I wouldn't mind watching it with yous because I think it's a great video and it's a bit of history of in the Philippines. I'm going to go through a lot of these videos that I did the other day, but I'm hoping that you guys can hear the sound. So the moment I play one of these videos, please tell me if you can hear the sound because I'm trying to work out Streamlabs. StreamYard, I should say, not Streamlabs. It's the second time I've used it, so I'm trying to get better. It's because I can invite people to come chat on the thing with us. But I've already shared it on the page. So we got a few more people jumping on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so basically the other night I talked about me becoming doing scuba diving and stuff like that. I went to the dive center or the dive shop, Adrenos, in Brisbane. Tried on my BCD, tried on my wetsuit, got things. Met the diving instructor that's actually going to teach me on the course, and he was such a nice person to talk with. He's actually a foreigner; he's not Australian, so it was good to be able to communicate with him and have the understanding with him. Uh, Looking good? No, I need to have a haircut. My hair's way too long. Yeah, Julie's almost sold out all her food. Yeah, like guys, the in the last vlog right at the end, the last live right in the end, um, Julie run through the numbers, but for the numbers will be released before the live for the or the day of the live for the draw. The draw is going to be on Jayan. Welcome, nosebleed. Yeah, because I do understand. I do apologize. I don't know very much to go on, so Julie was good at being on the live and translating and chatting. But she can, if you got any questions, she's in the comments, so she can answer anything or pass it on to me. Yeah, the um, the dive instructor was really great. He ran through everything with me. Um, he didn't try to sell me stuff that I didn't need. He just like, you're gonna need this in the future. You're gonna need this. And the funny thing is, the BCD, so the vest thing that you wear to keep you afloat and to make you go down and holds the tank and all that sort of stuff. And my regulators, he actually wants all those because they're really good quality stuff, and he hasn't got them at the moment. But um, I've seen something on one of these pages, and it's actually one of the areas that I want to dive here in Australia. It's maybe 15-minute drive from where I live, so it's really local, really close. And I found this absolutely amazing. And I'm going to show you the screen because I got it as a screen share. So, whoop, we want this one. So, this little nudie, they found today. Now, Gary Cobb, he's a pretty big fella in the nudie brain world. He's written a book, which I call my Book of Nudies. I'll show you in a sec. He wrote a book with another bloke, and they pretty much describe where all the nudies are on the coast, what types, and all that sort of stuff. Now, this little fella was found in the local area, but he's not supposed to be from here. He's supposed to be down south in Melbourne, Victoria, somewhere like that, like in the cold water. So for him to be found up here is quite rare and quite unusual. So I actually quite enjoyed seeing this photo today. Like most people are like, oh, it's just a slug or something like that. But I thought it was amazing for the simple fact that it was found. It was only a centimeter big. It was found here on the coast in a place that it's never supposed to be. So I thought that was quite interesting. So that was one thing. Stop that screen share. So I'm running on the fly with adding things to the live and trying to do share. Go back. Okay. All right. I'll get into that in a second. But Gary Richard. Okay, so this is Gary's book, Undersea Jewels, little nudie book, and yeah, it's just got a bunch of different pictures and all that with all the different nudie breaks. Now, I'm looking forward to finding nudie breaks in this book and getting little post-it notes and marking them off as I find it. So I'm looking forward to that, seeing how many in this book I can find here on the coast. Now, guys, I talked about it. Hang on. Excuse me. I talked about it the other night. Some of these videos that I'm going to show you guys and go through with you. There's one guy in Darwin in Negros Oriental. He's the critter hunter. He's a YouTuber with about 10,000, just over 10,000 subscribers. If you want to see stuff from the Philippines, little creatures and that, I highly recommend going and have a look at his channel, subscribing to it. And even Finn Snow, he's another one that I'm going to show you some videos from him. He's quite big in the Philippines. He's got like just under 500,000 subscribers. So, yeah, go and check out his channel too. They're both linked in the description, their channels. So bring it up. This is the Critter Hunters page. Excuse me. Hello, guys. Welcome to the live. Just going through some of the things that I went through the other night. So Justin is a really good videographer and scuba diver and all that, and he's trying to make a book for nudies for the Darwin coast. Good evening, welcome. How to join the giveaway? Well, jump on the channel and you'll find the giveaway videos, and they'll have all the descriptions and the mechanics in the videos. So he is one of the guys that I watch a lot. Stop the screen share. We're going to go to screen share again to the other one that I watch a lot is Finn. He's really good with his Finn Snow. There we go. He's really good with his filming. And if I could be as half as good as what he is, I'd be completely and utterly amazed with myself because he's really good at what he does and he achieves with his videos. Like he's got a new video out today. I haven't watched it yet, and I'll watch it as soon as I can. But I wanted to do this live tonight. Now, both the Critter Hunter and Finn have done videos of little bits and pieces of the Philippines, histories, and stuff like that. Now, I want to show a video that Finn did talking about how an American aquarium did a model of the Upper Island reefs. And then the next video after that, I'll show you a video and I'm going to watch it with you and I'll talk through it. That the Critter Hunter, Justin, did a brief history of Upper Island and how they had the very first marine sanctuary in the Philippines and how it's benefited the Upper Island people, the small group community that's over there. I think it's a really good documentary done well. I'll show you a bit of his actual documentary that he did from diving in the Philippines. I hope you guys can actually hear it as well. All these videos. So I'll probably show the documentary of the Critter Hunter first that he did of the Philippines, him diving there, places he's been, things he's seen. It's about an hour long. I'm not going to watch it all. I'll just watch a little bit at the start, show you guys, go to his channel and you can finish watching it there. But the thing that amazes me is it's hard enough making a 4-minute, 5-minute video, and he's gone and made a 1-hour documentary. Like that would have taken so long to edit it, film it, script it. Like it just would have been one hell of a challenge to do, and he did it. So let's stop the screen share on that one, and we're going to go to screen share again. Do this on the fly. This is pretty cool. So this is going to be the test to see if you guys can actually hear it as I do it. So, okay, we are both here. Okay, let me know straight away in the comments if you guys can hear it while I play it, because it'll make things a lot easier. So this is Justin's documentary that he did. Can you hear it, guys? Let me know if you in the comments. Mary, hello, Paul. Let me know in the comments. Can you hear the audio? Because I'm trying to. Good evening. Making sure that everyone can hear it as I play it. No sound. Oh God. All right. Let's see if it's because I'm wearing earphones. Okay. So let's try this.
The country's top scuba destinations in the hopes of finding some of the world's coolest marine creatures.
So can you hear it?
The Philippines should offer some of my most rare finds yet. In the broad scope of history, the study of marine
that's
life is only in its beginning
awesome.
stages. Until the relatively recent arrival of
What about now? Can you hear it now? Vilma, hello. All right, awesome. So this documentary is really, really good. Like, I highly recommend going to watch it. Some mullet. Okay.
capable of
So it
touching
sounds like
face-to-face
I can't
with the
use these.
previously unreachable fish species
It has
and
sound.
able to
Okay.
explore the last great undocumented natural history on the planet.
That's right. I'll just.
While my fascination for marine predators and Earth's last unexplored frontier might not be quite at the level that Mr. Wallace's was in the 1850s, in his absence, I will do what he never could and dive down the never ending rabbit hole of what he would probably call the wonderland of his fascination. The first stop on this rabbit hole of a journey is here.
So this he goes through where
for those divers interested in seeing a large
where he
myriad of
goes and
species,
dives in this
there might not
documentary.
be a better place than the Philippine Islands. But what does the Philippines have to offer to us underwater explorers? I'll be bringing you along as I explore the top dive
There's a
locations
funny
in the
little
country,
fish.
documenting all
Nice
the interesting
stingrays.
critters that I can find. Together, we will be
Rabbit
observing
fish.
all of the different varieties of species, witnessing the unique behaviors and routines. We will find and film unique species that most people don't even know.
I'm gonna put the headphones back on, and hopefully the sound still goes through, just so I can hear it better. So yeah, like he's got a list, and he's starting to tick them off as well. Ah. So no sound when I put my headphones in. Okay, great. So
my first port of entry into the Philippines is here in the capital of Manila. From there, it's a short 1 hour flight
sound
to my
should be
first
back now.
destination of El Nido.
So he goes to El Nido. He goes to Malapascua, Darwin, Cebu, Anilao, and El Nido. So he goes to a few different ones. Like, go to the Critter Hunters page, YouTube channel, and watch that documentary. It is great. It's it's got some pretty fish in it to look at, and it's really worth the time to sit down and watch it. Like, even if you just wanted some nice sounds, some pretty fish while you're relaxing, I did it. I did that with Joe one night. I put her on, and Joe fell asleep to it. So really good video and documentary to watch, soothing, to pay attention to it once and then just play it anytime. So stop the screen share on that one, because so that one's on his channel on the Critter Hunter. Go check it out. Now, one of the things I wanted to show is one of Finn's videos, and he talks about the Chicago aquarium, how they modeled a reef from Upper Island from the Philippines in 2000s sometime. And I think it's amazing the fact that an aquarium, such a big aquarium, welcome. I love having newbies. Welcome to the fam. Erica, welcome. Richard, welcome. So this video with Finn's, it's really interesting. And then after that, we'll go through and talk. We'll watch the brief history of Upper Island video that the Critter Hunter did, and it explains your history. And I find that fascinating because it shows the history of the very first marine sanctuary brought into the Philippines, which was in Upper Island, and how it's made it such a big thing because there's places in the Philippines that still practice dynamite fishing. Now, okay, you're going to catch every fish, but in the dynamite fishing, there's a lot of people killing the reefs and stuff like that. And I'd like to protect the reefs if I can. I'm going to get into scuba diving with going to cleanup days and stuff like that, and helping pulling out trash. And hopefully I can get Joe into it, my son, in a few years into scuba diving. And I know he's all about trying to help the nature and stuff like that, and the environment. So I think it could be quite fun. And he loves fish. Not fishing. Well, he does love fishing, but he loves swimming and being in and around the water. So I'm hoping that it can be something that can be really good. So we'll go to Finn's video and we'll watch the opening because it talks about it, and then I'm gonna try and say your name. Sinretha Ramos. Say Cindy. I do apologize, Bo. I'm not the best reader, so I've struggled to read your name. If you write a nickname, I'll call you the nickname. Joan, hello, Paul. All right, so we're gonna go and do a screen share for Finn's one. So this one's the Chicago Museum, or the Chicago Aquarium. So just before I play it, I think it's amazing. Like, for the fact that out of all the reefs, and Australia has got the largest reef system in the world. I think Indonesia has the second, and the Philippines has probably the third. I know the Philippines has got the top 5 in largest reef system. So, thank you, Paul. It's amazing that even the Great Barrier Reef, they chose a reef in the Philippines to model for the aquarium display. So we'll play this, and let's have a look at it.
The Sierra Aquarium is an indoor public aquarium in Chicago, Illinois.
So this one is on Finn Snow's channel. So go and check it out.
The largest indoor facility in the world.
Hello, Paul. Welcome.
The first inland aquarium with a permanent saltwater fish collection. So why are we talking about aquarium in the USA? Well,
because they're pretty.
Wild reef.
Sold out now. Oh, well done. Oh, thumbs up. We love thumbs up.
525,000 US gallons.
Wow.
And it recreates.
It's amazing. Look at that.
On the Apple Island Marine Reserve. So here we have one of the most popular aquariums in the world, and it's based off Apo Island. On today's episode, we're visiting the island to a place.
So I said it the other night. Upper Island was actually the very first place that I ever snorkeled. Like I never done snorkeling prior to that. Ah, Cebu, beautiful. Love it down there. Can't wait to go over there and do some scuba diving down there. Um, Malaplasca, Malaplasqua. Oh. Malaplasqua. No, I'm saying it wrong. Um, is one place that's high on my list to want to go and dive. And I've got a video here of Finn's that he did it for the reason why. And I'll show you a little bit later. But um, so Upper Island was the very first place that I snorkeled. Sorry, not scuba dive. I haven't scuba dive yet. So um, it has a place in my heart for this place to go, and I'd love to be able to go there one day and scuba dive there because I've snorkeled there. I want to scuba dive next. So it's got a place in my heart. Philippines has got a massive place in my heart, but I definitely want to go back to Upper Island and scuba dive there one day. So we'll get into this video. Watch a little bit more of it.
The reef section of Shed Aquarium was recreated from.
It's just stunning. Like his ability with doing videos, amazing too. Like I'd love to be able to learn how to do his videos, how he edits and how he films.
Good evening, guys. Actually, 7 p.m. here in Down, and I just want to do a quick intro here because in the morning we'll go to Aqua Island. It's going to be a completely different episode from the other previous diving because we'll be shooting big things, wide angle. Previously, we've only been doing macro. Let's set that up, and then I'll see you guys in the morning.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty sick and tired of.
Well, we don't really want to see an ad. So, basically, that goes through and talks about them going to Upper Island and the Chicago doing the thing. So now I think it's amazing that they've done that. The Chicago Aquarium did that. To everyone that has joined, welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me on this live. Now, I don't know how this live is really, but hey, just want to redo this and show some of the things and talk about certain things and show these videos again because of the fact that I was disappointed in my last live and no one could hear anything and I didn't realize. So that's why I'm doing this live again and showing these videos again. All right. So I'm gonna now I find this video that Critter Hunter did so interesting. And I want to play this with you. So that's Justin. That's the Critter Hunter. He's an American. He's got a lovely wife, Filipino wife, Judea, which you'll see on his vlogs and stuff like that. And he goes diving with her occasionally. So they've been married for about 2 years. She's from Siquijor. He's from over in the States. Now, guys, I highly recommend go and show him some love. Go to his channel and subscribe and follow what he does. You get to see pretty things and awesome little creatures. And I came across him through Finn because Finn went from Cebu over to Darwin to do diving and stuff like that, and they teamed up. They've been working together, doing vlogs and stuff like that, and diving for about 6 months or more now. Excuse me. And some very interesting stuff. It's inspired me to want to get into scuba diving, and I've always wanted to do scuba diving, but I've just really pushed for scuba diving now. Welcome, Alan. Good evening. I hope Kylie is a happy little chappy. But we're going to watch this one. This one's a brief history on Apple Island and talking about the first marine sanctuary put into the Philippines. And it's so important, these marine sanctuary guys. We've got to really get behind them. I know that a lot of people don't like them because of you can't go fishing in them, and people think that they can't eat because they can't fish. They got to go out further, but it's gonna be better in the long run, guys. It really is. Trust me. I've seen the effects of marine sanctuaries here in Australia, and now that area that they put in, the rest of that state has got some of the best fishing in all of Australia. So we're gonna go and jump onto this video, guys, and we're gonna watch it together.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday I got to go do a little bit of scuba diving at Apple Island here in the Philippines. And although I did get a lot of underwater footage, some of which I'll be showing you on this video today, I want to talk more about its history. The story I heard yesterday about a highly successful conservation that could be the template for the rest of the country and the rest of the world. So let's get into it.
I reckon we honestly in Australia we need more marine sanctuaries, especially here in Queensland. And I'd be one to support it.
It's a tiny island of about 12 square hectares.
It's a beautiful place.
About 30 kilometers south of Negros Oriental. There's a population of around 1,000, most of which include the park rangers and the staff of 2 small resorts.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you. Make a living off tours, souvenir selling, and tourism-based jobs, and fishing. But all this sounds like every other small island around the Philippines. So what makes Apple Island so unique? Let's get into
They're a pioneer. They really were.
In 1979, as an experiment due to drastic declines in fish populations around the island, Silliman University's Dr. Angel Alcala brought a proposal to the local communities and the governance of Apo that was unheard of at the time. The goal was to regulate destructive fishing, increase fish abundances and biodiversity, and still maintain or even increase local incomes. That sounds like a great goal, but
yeah, like you said, I'll play more of it, if not all of it, because it's a really good video. It was so hard for them, and these are Filipino men that, or Filipino people. I shouldn't say just men, because there was probably other people behind it. They pushed so hard to try and get this, and it took 3 years to convince the locals to do it. And now they're reaping the benefits many years in the future. Like, guys, it's going to be hard right now to do this stuff. But in the future, your kids' kids will see the benefit to this stuff. And I strongly believe, not just in the Philippines, I strongly believe in this for Australia, because I have seen the effects of marine sanctuaries do for Western Australia what Queensland needs, because Queensland needs more marine sanctuaries to help our fish population.
But of course, it's not easy to convince old school fishermen of the change. Dr. Alcala needed to do some convincing.
As some Filipinos say, crab mentality.
3 long years of talks, but But eventually, in 1982, Akala and the Suleiman Marine Laboratory, along with the Apple Island mayor and local fishermen, came together and selected an area along 450 meters of shoreline and extending.
I think that was the actual shoreline that I actually dove in. That first reserve was the one that I snorkeled.
Areas were now illegal to fish. A new economy needed to be developed to take the place of the lost incomes and food. Tourism was the answer in Akala's plans.
Turtle.
The Philippines was quickly becoming a hotspot for scuba divers and snorkelers and beach
It's
lovers.
one of the biggest incomes for the Philippines is their diving and the ability to have all these coral reefs so close to shore for people to go and see. Joseph, welcome.
Or any other anchoring of any kind.
I reckon it would just be amazing to see that coral really just swimming around and seeing it.
Would be off limits to everyone, while others weren't. Then after a year,
Ruby, good evening. Hello.
Giving each section time to grow new habitats.
Mazilda. Hello, Paul. Welcome. Prince, welcome.
Get relief from dynamite fishing, cyanide fishing, destructive anchors, and everything else, including divers accidentally kicking.
Thank you guys for joining with this video.
The results speak for themselves. The hard and
Ryan, hello, Paul, welcome.
Grew free and wide, which attracted countless reef fish that used them as nurseries. The reef fish numbers grew huge, which then attracted the bigger fish. The whole ecosystem continued to expand. It was a huge success. Another big factor to the success was that only locals of the island are allowed to fish there now.
That's amazing.
Chinese vessels with long lines, and no more fleets from Negros or Mindanao.
So that was kind of one of the deals that they made with the local guys to help push this marine sanctuary through. Was they said that once it's done, they were going to police it that only they can fish there. Erica, let's go swimming. I'll hold you up. And now they benefit because now they can feed their village, plus they can sell their fish to the mainland because they're the only ones allowed to fish there, so they get to benefit from it. So it's great.
The fish would only support local economies and families. In other words, no overfishing. When it was time to alternate the off-limit areas, the destructive fishing practices like dynamite were still illegal, and it was still regulated. On top of that, each year there were fewer and fewer fishermen.
Because the thing is, guys, some of these corals take years upon years upon years to grow, and a bit of dynamite can destroy years of growth in seconds.
The number of daily boats was and is regulated, so that there is never more than a reef can handle. So what has been the outcome of Dr. Angel Akala's big experiment? In short, the results are far-reaching and incredible. The incredible part is obvious when you get to visit Apple Island like I did, and either snorkel or dive above fields and fields of hard.
Yeah, this is one place I definitely want to go back to and scuba dive.
It's now considered by many, including myself, as one of the top 100.
This is one of the reasons why I want to get into scuba diving. Plus, I want to take photos of nudie breaks and videos. But just the beauty of seeing this coral would be amazing.
Dive sites around Apo, it's that spectacular. But if you don't want to take my word for it, here are some numbers. Just around this tiny island, there have been, so far, more than 650 species of fish and over 400 species of corals documented here.
That's a lot.
Huge.
That is
Get
really
a
a
little
lot.
perspective on that number. In all of Florida, with its 1,350 miles of coastline, there's only around 900 known species of fish. Compare that to Apple Island's 5 hectares of land. So that is why it's such a spectacular result. But why did I say it was widespread? To answer that, we have to go back in time. After seeing Apple Island, Philippines' first marine reserve, the Philippines government has set up hundreds of other reserves in many other islands and locations, which will assuredly ensure the future for fish populations.
All right,
On
so
top of that, they also passed a law that allows local governments to completely
so there's still a little bit left to go on that video, and I might finish it off. But the interesting part, welcome guys, for everyone that's just joined. Thank you for coming to the live tonight. Thank you very much. I heard some interesting news because I follow the Philippines Star on Facebook, so I get to see some of the yes, Kenneth, very much. We really need to take care of all our natural resources, and for the Philippines, all your reefs are such a big part for you guys. It's a big, massive tourist bringing people in from right around the world. Like Darwin is not very big of a town, but it's known worldwide for its muck diving, which muck diving is just small critters. And just the diversity of things you can find on the Darwin coast line. But I remember a few weeks back, maybe a month ago now, I thought it was amazing. A story that I read in Manila came out of Manila, out of all places, Manila. You don't expect things to come out of Manila except for something's gone wrong, some fire, some explosions, some murder, or something like that. Like there's too much bad news about Manila. I like Manila. I prefer the provinces, but there is good things in Manila that I'd love to see, and I love going to visit. And there's still places that I want to visit in Manila. But the good news that I seen come out of Manila was a bunch of scientists actually found in Manila Bay, of all places, and I've seen how polluted that bay is. They found a thriving reef system, and they've put in a marine sanctuary in Manila Bay. I can't remember how big. I think it was about 14 acres or 14 or something. It was a substantial bit of coral reef that they found, and it was amazing because I've seen how polluted the Manila Black Bay is with all the rubbish and stuff, and it had a thriving fish population. It was amazing to see. It was really great. So we're going to finish this video, see what's left in the last bit. Plus, I love seeing all the video. I love seeing all the corals and stuff and little fish.
should need more regulation. So although the system isn't perfect, and at first not everybody was happy,
no, not at all. It took 3 years to get it passed.
Happy, even the fishermen. The fish stocks in the regulated out of bounds areas grew so large that they overflow into the fishing areas. And then eventually the fishing areas alternate, and it keeps the fishermen happy for a lifetime. Overall, the fishermen all agree that there's more fish available now than there was before the regulation. And for the most part, everyone's happy. So is this little known island a prime example of what a marine conservation project should look like? I think so. If what I found yesterday and filmed was any example, it just has to be. So there you have it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already.
So definitely, guys, go over and give him a subscribe, a sub. give him a like. Watch a couple of his videos. He does some really good ones, and I love watching his videos when they come up. He normally only does like 10-minute videos, sometimes a little bit longer, but it's a great place. And he's got a good channel, so go and give him a bit of support. Give him a bit of a follow. Now, I came across a video. Oh, what? I missed that one. Single but taken now. Something Tim. Taken? Who's taken? Who got taken? I didn't get taken. I'm still here. I'm on the other side of the camera. So this video, they went to Basay and they found a marine sanctuary there that they wanted to dive. Now, guys, this is very interesting. These people that put these marine sanctuaries in place are risking their lives, literally risking their lives, because of the fact that the local fishermen don't want to change, and they think that they're being wrong done by. And some of these people that are trying to protect these marine sanctuaries or start these marine sanctuaries risk their lives because they decide to go against the norm and go against what people want. So, guys, if they put a marine sanctuary in your area, get behind them. Don't make their life hard, because at the end of the day, they're trying to make your life better for finding food, your kids' life better, everything like that. So do what you can to support the marine sanctuaries. Get behind it, and don't make their life hard. So this is an interesting video that Finn says a bit and talks about it. So,
all right, welcome to the first marine sanctuary or marine protected area on all of us side. Prior to arriving here, we got to learn a lot about this area, both from the locals and people that have been working on this sanctuary. So it is really fascinating to hear the stories and comparing it to.
So he's going to basically tell you what I just said, and yeah,
because this area has no tourism, so the locals solely rely on the ocean for income. And the people that put themselves into the shoes of protecting the area, they're actually putting their lives at risk. So we've been hearing some wild stories about the ones initiating protection. Now, what does that mean? It means that, first and foremost, protecting areas lets the fish grow, and then there's a spill out effect. When there's too much fish, it goes to the other locations, meaning more fish for everybody. So that should be good for everybody, but you gotta educate the local fishermen about it, and that can create a lot of conflict. So
it's going to be hard for them over there because
the people that started this MPA,
they just want to fish right beside home instead of going out a little bit further. And yeah, traveling out further at sea is more risky, but we need to protect the natural resources.
It doesn't compare in scale what the Filipinos that arrived here first 20 years ago that protected the area. So I just want to share that message, because behind each sanctuary there could be a lot of big stories, because you're really taking away the fishing zone of the guys that live here by the beach. Now they have to go further out just to fish. So it's a tough thing to do, I bet, for them. But in the end, it's going to benefit everybody.
And it has. And I've seen the works of this in Australia, like I've said a few times tonight. Trust me, it's good. Like, you'll see fish stocks get oh, really? That's interesting. Will it help the population? But I reckon it's going to be hard in the Philippines, but size limits, because some of these fish don't even get to the mature age to breed to reproduce and get the fish stocks up again. So maybe we need to think about not killing the small ones and just waiting until they get the bigger ones. But guys, I have seen the benefits of this, of the marine sanctuaries here in Australia, and it will be beneficial for you guys over there. Trust me. All right, so there's one last video. Oh, Julie sent me a message. What did she send me a message of? Everyone's sitting down watching. All right, awesome. Now, this video that I'm going to share come from Finn, and it's high on my list to want to dive. I'll play it in a minute. This is at Malapascua, and it's a thrasher shark. In the Philippines, you've got the chance to dive with thrasher sharks in the wild. Now, there is no other place in the world that you can do it. Like, you've got Oslo for the whale sharks. Yes, they feed them, they come in, but there's a couple other places in the Philippines that you can dive with them with the chance to find them. But there's a couple other places in the world where you can dive with whale sharks, but there's no place in the world where you can dive on a regular basis and guarantee almost every dive to see a thrasher shark. It must be something with the marine sanctuary or the marine system, the ecosystem there, to bring them up or bring them in. They're an amazing looking shark. And I this video from Finn is like 2 years old or something like that, but just I'll have to travel there just one day just to go and dive this place. And yeah, we'll watch this video, or watch part of it, not all of it, because it's just amazing.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a new video.
Early morning, Mr. Finn Snow.
It's 4:55 a.m. We're going to go catch a boat for about 20-30 minutes. We're going to see the world famous thrasher shark right here in the Philippines, Malapascua Island. This is going to be dope.
I think it's funny. He goes out to look for the thrasher shark, and a little bit after that video, he shows other creatures that he sees, and he takes a photo of, takes a video of a nudibranch, and they're the things that I want to see. Like, one of the reasons why I want to get into diving is because I want to focus on these little nudibranchs. They can be, the Spanish dancer can be 60 centimeters long, but most of them are about yay big to this small. Now, out of all the big creatures in the ocean, the thing that I want to focus on is something really small. And I see it in life too, where instead of worrying about the big picture sometimes, just focus on something small. Bring joy to yourself with something tiny, something small. Move on to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, and then you can work up to the bigger picture. And I might do that with my scuba diving. I'm going to focus on something very simple, very small, and then maybe one day I might work onto a bigger scale. Well, who knows? We don't know. I don't know where it's going to lead me, what I'm going to do, where I'm going to end up. But I'm going to have fun along the way, finding the small things to have joy with. And that's the thing, guys. You don't have to have this big thing to have joy. Sometimes it's just the small things in life that bring the most joy. And seeing that, if he's just jumped on, I showed a photo in the start. Rewatch it. and it's a nudie brink that was found here on the coast that's not supposed to be here on the coast. And the moment I seen that photo and read the caption that it was supposed to be down south, not up here, and it was rare, they found it, I had joy, and I didn't even find it. So we're going to go to this because I want to show you guys the thrash shark in this video, because I've watched it and it's amazing. The starfish, lionfish, that's a puffer. The crown of thorns, very. Oh, he ate a crown of thorns. Yeah, that's good. Just about to come in. Here it comes. Look how big that tail is. Didn't show any aggression, nothing. Just swum past as if they weren't there. And then they had a close encounter. And he actually took off because he didn't want to be around him. But wow. That would be amazing to do. That's high on my list to want to go and see Malapascua. To dive with the thrasher sharks. Here we go. He comes up. There's a little nudie brink. Just to see all these things. So he was in 28 meters of water. So he was pretty deep. But with my open water, I can't go that deep. So I got to get my advanced open water. And I can dive there.
I think I have about 100 dives, and nothing comes close to this because that shark encounter, we had 3 of them, and one of them was absolutely massive. And as we were observing them going around, Gary was picking my shoulder. Hey, look up! I didn't know what was going on, and then I looked up, and
yeah,
boom, there he is, right in front.
I just think that the thrash shark is a gorgeous looking shark. It really is. All right.
He turns away. That was phenomenal. We're stopping here, by the way, by this boat. I don't know what's...
Stop the screen share. So I like watching Finn stuff, and I like watching Critter Hunter stuff. Their links are in the description, so you can go and jump on their pages. If some people may be on Finn's page, I don't know, but if you're not on their pages, go and give them a sub, give them a bit of support. They do some great things. They show some cool videos, and it gives me ideas too where I would love to go, where I'd love to go and see. And that was the thing with the last giveaway that the giveaway that I'm doing for the end of August. I asked, where's everyone from and everything like that. Gives me ideas that I can go in different areas of the Philippines. I can go and see people and meet people and interact with you guys when I'm over there. And then I can get to finally meet you guys. So that's about all I've got for tonight, guys. I just wanted to go back over these videos with you and actually have the sound working for a change, because I was disappointed in the last live. After I seen it, I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I did that. And it played on my mind. I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I had to I wasn't planning on doing a live tonight, but I had to do it. I had to do another live to show you guys these videos and do justice to these videos, because I can't just show no sound. It's just not right. You can't. You got to get the sound, and you got to hear the stories and all that stuff. Siri, hello, Paul, welcome. So, guys, it's just after 9 o'clock here. I've got an early start for work tomorrow. Yes, I know it's Sunday, but work hasn't stopped for me yet. I'll work right through till next Friday until I get Joe, and then I'll have 2 days off. So, guys, I'm going to jump off. I'm going to tuck myself into bed and wake up early. Got a 4 o'clock start for tomorrow. Been at work today. Been to the dive shop today to try on some more. Try on the gear and try and get it all sorted. So, guys, if you've just joined, welcome. Thank you for coming. The live will be back up. Give it a check. Some good videos there to have a look at and listen to, and some stories there too. But anyway, guys, take it easy. I'm gonna love yous and leave yous from here in Australia. I look forward to meeting all you guys at one stage, and I can't wait to be able to bring the underwater world to the channel and more water stuff, because that's what the channel is going to be based around a lot, is going to be water stuff, because I'm going to focus on the water. It's one of my passions, always has been. And Joe loves it too, so we're going to get him involved in the water and try and see what he can learn about it. So, guys, thank you very much. It's getting late for me. I need to tuck myself into bed. Well, actually, sort out my clothes. My room's a mess. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in tonight and watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Put in the comments down below after this video goes live. Well, let me know what your favorite part was this video. Don't write it now. Wait until after we get off. Jump on the video, or jump on the live that will be posted, and let me know what your favorite part was. Let's have a conversation in the comments. What your thoughts are on marine sanctuaries. Would you get behind it? And everything. Where you're from, what marine sanctuaries would you be all for them? Do you think they're a bad thing? Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, go in the comments. Tell me your thoughts on everything we talked about tonight. Marine sanctuaries, stuff like that. Tell me what your favorite part was of this live. Give me some feedback, and then I might do some more lives like this. And guys, thanks very much. Next week, next Thursday, is the big massive giveaway, and also at the end of the month there's another little giveaway. So guys, share this out, get the family, the friends, bring them to the fam, and let's make this big community. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.